Basically, like we usually start the show, I like pretend to talk, and then I go, "Welcome to the Tuesday show, everybody. It's us, me, Mr. Cow, Cammy, and a guest this time around." And now the show's started. It's fucking wacky. Welcome. We're here with Ms. amsleycat, Amy on amsleycat on Twitch, and soon to be YouTube, I think.
Yeah.
Perfect. We're having one of Cammy's friends from the jolly UK.
Oh yeah.
Sunny, jolly UK. We're gonna have a good time today. I guess you know what? We should start off. amsleycat, Amy. We're just gonna call you Amy. Why don't you go ahead? Give the audience a breakdown of what you do on Twitch.
Cry mostly, because I play horror games and I'm generally scared all the time.
What do you do? I cry.
I cry.
That's
I
what
cry
I do.
all the time.
I cry.
No, you don't understand. I cry professionally.
Yeah, professionally.
I get paid for it.
Sometimes, yeah. I mean, it started off like, I don't want to be like it started off as a joke, but it kind of did, because me and my friends were playing. It might have been COD or something ages ago, and I was like, "Oh, should we all get the kitty headsets and like stream?" And they were like, "Oh yeah, that's so funny." And then I just kind of took it a little bit too far and actually did it, and then started streaming, and then it just went from there.
Well, there you go. So when did you start streaming?
It must have been like 5 months ago, so I'm fairly new.
Okay.
5, going on 6 months now.
Well, very, very good. Nice, consistent streaming. Cammy kicked up streaming, was about a month ago, I think. That's maybe 2 months ago. If I remember right.
3, maybe.
3?
It can't
Could be,
be
you know.
Oh, I guess
2.5.
I guess it's fucking August. No, yeah, I guess it would be like right around 3 months. Time is flying by.
I hate
flies.
My life
When you
passing
play video
by my
games.
eyes. But playing some fun games. That's true. What have you guys been playing this week? What's the game of the week?
I can tell you my
mean,
game of the week. It might be
yeah,
the
you
same as
go.
Amy's. My glasses too dirty for this. I'm sorry. It Takes Two. Is that yours?
That's what I was gonna say.
I've
It's
said
we're playing that
before.
together. So
Yeah, I
it's
said before we're playing It Takes Two. It's my game of the year so far. It's
Oh.
I'd
so
agree.
good.
I'd
It's
agree.
so
It's got a
good.
bit of everything in it.
I love it so much.
I've heard nothing but good things, but I have not given it a try yet. I'll probably have to jump on that soon.
Me too.
I mean, Cammy's got it, so you guys can play together.
That's
So-
true. We did get someone.
Like,
Someone
I
was.
have it on PlayStation.
Oh, that's right. I'm not a PlayStation boy. I'm a PC boy. All the way a PC boy. I will work it out. It's got to be on like EA Play, so it's somewhere where we can just
We'll
download
sort
it real
it.
quick. We'll steal it and torrent it.
Yeah,
It's fine.
No one heard that.
No, yeah,
No
we don't do
worries.
that. That's one thing too, is that I always there's a lot of games like old games I want to recommend from like the N64 or GameCube or Dreamcast. A lot of people don't have those consoles, so if you want to play them, you got to use an emulator. But to like plug an emulator is kind of I don't know if it's in bad taste, but it's like, hey, steal it and then play it. That's the best way to do it. Because it really is the best
mean-
way to play some games.
I have a GameCube if that helps.
There
I
you
need to set it
go.
off again.
Oh yeah, you both kind of like old games, so.
That's true. I am
Yeah,
situated.
Like,
I threw away. There used to be in the background a nice big CRT TV
yeah.
that I plugged all my
Oh,
old
wow.
consoles into, but it's gone
that.
now. I had to throw it away.
Moment of silence.
Moment of silence for the CRT. The CRT that I threw away by taping the controller to the top because I was like, maybe someone will want it. They didn't want it. They grabbed it and they threw it in the trash really quickly.
Oh no.
The death of an era. We're now into the flat screens and not good Nintendo games so much. But away we go.
Yeah.
I will say this week I've been playing some more State of Decay 2. Have either of you touched that game at all?
No.
No, I haven't.
I'm a fan. I really like the first game. The second one I hated for a really long time, but I guess they did a new update pretty recently, which is kind of surprising because the game's been out for maybe like 3 or 4 years at this point. But it's like a big
wow.
update. Super good. I'm loving it right now. And The Walking Dead's having a resurgence because that
I
final
heard about
season's
that.
coming out. Friends that I know that have never watched it before are checking it out, which really surprised me because I was watching it like 5 years ago, back when it was at like kind of peak popularity. When it was cool to watch The Walking Dead, but not like a whole lot. So that's pretty neat. You can pair them together. You can watch a little Walking Dead, play a little State of Decay too. It's a good mixture.
Nice,
I'll
nice,
get
nice.
on that.
Solid stuff. There's your
Really
first
right.
recommendation of the day, audience. Mix those two things together like nicotine and hard alcohol. That's what you got to do. Well, I guess we have a guest. So should we like interview the guest?
Panic.
Sure.
What would
Panic mode.
we could kind of go around the I've never done this before. This is uncharted territory for the Tuesday show and our lives in general.
I feel very special. If that
You
helps.
should. You're the first guest on the Tuesday show. A staple of American and British entertainment at this point.
We've joined forces.
Yes.
So let's. You know what? We'll go with the most the we'll go with a very easy question, or not easy question, but a common question. Miss Amy, what's your favorite game of all time?
Okay, so I could pick so many because at the moment in my Discord server for Twitch and stuff, I've been doing like top 10, so I've been having it a list. But I think it has to be Skyrim because I have it on every single console that I own, and I've been playing it hard for 5 days straight this week.
Well, there you go.
Good.
That's definitely a solid pick. I'm a big fan of Skyrim too.
Thank you. I'm telling
Yeah.
Cammy to get on it, but
Yeah.
she's not done it yet.
Yeah, you haven't
I
played it yet.
know.
You
No, I
gotta
know.
jump on that. You're gonna love it.
I have a list as long as my arm of games that people are like, oh, you should play it. You should play it. You should really play it. I don't have enough time.
Skyrim will take over your life. Like
I know.
I think when I used to have an Xbox 360, so that's what I had it on, and then I bumped up to a PS4 when that came out, and the first thing I downloaded was Skyrim, and then I think I played it over Christmas hardcore. I was dreaming about it. Like in my
Oh,
dreams,
God.
I saw the little white arrow for like, and I was like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "I need to put it down now." That's when I've become addicted.
I absolutely can relate to that. When Minecraft was first coming out, I remember my brother Luke, who's on this channel here, he let me play it on his computer, and I fucking loved it. I don't know when that was, but it was like legitimately the only thing in my brain for like 2 weeks. I could only think about Minecraft. Blew
Scary.
me away. Well, Ms. Kamen, what's your top game? Have we done top games of all time on the Tuesday show? We've probably tried. We've probably gone at it once.
I think we have. You know mine already, though. It's Red Dead 2.
That's true. It is Red Dead 2.
Praise
I
the Red
did
Dead
know that.
2. You
We
did.
talked
which
about
I
that the other day.
Yeah, I know. I was like, play it, Amy, now, play it.
I was like, "You're like Skyrim because you like this." Because everyone that has told me they're like, "You like Skyrim, you're like Red Dead because it's kind of like open world vibe." You know, and like I still haven't played it. I've downloaded it on PS Now because it's now on PS Now. So I'm deciding whether to stream it or not. So that's the Cammy's
It's-
been on
It's
my
a
head
big
about that.
game, though.
It is a
It's
big
very
game.
big game. Like, if you're going to stream it and you're only doing, like, what, 2-3 hour streams and you're only doing it once a week,
Forever.
it's going to take you a year easily to play
Maybe
it.
I'll save it for the 6-hour stream that I've been planning on. We'll
Do it.
see.
Do it.
Oh yeah, 6 hours isn't even. It took me what 51, 52 hours to beat that game, and I was like,
Oh wow.
I was like deadline just going for the story. I did a little bit of like go out into the wilderness and just hunt for a bit, but I think most of it was just straight up rushing through the story. The
Beat
very
it, mate.
good story, mind you,
It was a
too.
great story. It must have taken me over 100 hours to play it.
Well, you
As in to play through the story once.
you platinumed it, right?
Yeah, so that was
Good.
450 hours.
God,
Cammy Platinum's
Mhm.
everything. Like,
I
You-
enjoy platinum
you
games.
do love
okay?
platinum. I
you
tend
need
to.
a Twitch emote with a platinum thing on it, like.
It's so satisfying. I love it.
I think here's a good one. What's the first game you guys ever?
Wait. You
what-
haven't answered your favorite. You
Oh,
haven't answered your
yeah.
favorite game yet.
I was gonna
Not getting out of this.
I was gonna tie it in because my favorite game's always bouncing between two. I really like Psychonauts and I really like Batman Arkham City. Those are like the
Okay,
two
fair.
really
Good
big ones
choice.
for me. But I was gonna tie it
Mhm.
in because the first game I ever like 100% platinumed, like what just by myself. Like when I was like 8, I think me and my family 100% did like Lego Star Wars or Lego
Oh.
Indiana Jones or something like that, which I went back and did. By the
Nice.
way, I 100% of Lego Star Wars myself just a few
Good.
months ago. But Batman Arkham City, when I was like a little, I don't even know how old boy, I 100% of that game. Did it again on New Game Plus. It's probably one of my, it's top 2. It's tied with Psychonauts for best game of all time for me. Pretty dang solid.
I
respect
thought
that.
one of yours might be Cuphead.
I do really love Cuphead,
You
but
do really love Cuphead.
Cuphead's up there for sure. And
Okay.
there's a bunch of them. There's so many. I like a
It's
lot
so
of
hard to
games.
pick one.
It's
So
really
many.
tough. I'm pretty sure last time we did this, I said Psychonauts was my favorite. Now I had to be like, well, Batman Arkham City also, because I also jumped back into that like this last week.
I can
So,
imagine.
what was your question? The first one you 100%?
First game you
on
ever
your own?
100%. Just you. You sat down and you did it.
Okay.
That's difficult. I'm gonna let Cammy go first because I don't think I can't remember.
I know mine
Jeez.
because I was so fucking proud of it. It was Arkham Knight.
Hey, that's a great one to
Hey.
100%.
Yeah, it was my first platinum and like first 100%. Because I'm excluding Telltale here, because Telltale really doesn't count. Because you
Yeah.
just have to play that.
Yeah,
spooky
100%ing a Telltale
That's
game is
true.
like reading a book. It's not like a huge
bit.
accomplishment.
It's like reading Hungry Caterpillar. It's
yeah,
like
it's like, oh well,
It's
It's
yeah.
an accomplishment if you don't cry in the first season because that
Oh, I
made me
cried
ugly
my eyes
cry
out.
for Walking Dead.
cried my eyes
like
out.
Walking Dead made me ugly cry in the first season. Like no
Oh,
thanks.
same. But I remember it. I think I'd like got 100%. I'd done it on New Game Plus. I'd done it on the hardest difficulty, and I just had that really annoying. It's like a bronze trophy or something where it's like you have to have, I think, 20 different moves all in one combo.
Yeah, I think so.
It's not straightforward at all. It's not easy.
That was-
I've done it before. Yes.
Hey.
Ever.
I'm horrifically good at those Batman games. I basically grew up with those Batman games.
Well, there you go.
There you
But
go.
I that was the last one I did, and I remember being like, I did it. Told my mom, and she was like, I don't understand the words you're saying, and I was like, what? Platinum, and she's like,
What a
the fuck
mood.
is that?
That's a huge
Like,
one
what
to
is
do
that?
too. Plus, it rewards you if you 100% that game. You get the secret ending,
Yeah, true ending.
the true ending
Yes.
of Batman. If you want to know what the true ending of Batman Arkham Knight is, play it, you bitch. We're not here to tell you. Don't look it up. Play the game. Earn that thing.
Yeah.
Well, what about you,
Same.
Amy? What you got? First game you 100% in.
I think when I was younger, I used to play like smaller games, you know, less story based. And like the one I can really think of is it's called Guitar Man on the PSP.
Extremely well.
I've shown it's an amazing game. It is it's Japanese and it's just about guitars and crazy shit. And you have to like be in
Like
the
a
rhythm. It's
rhythm.
kind of like Guitar Hero.
It does
in a
sound
way.
super familiar.
You've probably
Yeah,
played it. 'Cause it's exactly the
It's
sort of thing that
probably-
you send me. Like, have you seen this?
You seen the yeah.
Yeah,
Chibi
it's so
Robo.
cool. It looks really retro as well now, and like I remember the last boss is like literally you're just like getting finger cramps. You're doing that, like, and I was like on holiday in Cyprus, and that's all I was doing. I was by the pool, like I'm gonna complete it, and like the opening goes like, "Oh, Guitar Man," and I was like, "Please turn that down before anyone comes near me." It's like this woman moaning. It's
To be fair,
amazing.
Oh my god, that's
me whenever-
great.
That's like me whenever I play Persona. Because
Oh,
like,
God.
I feel like the worst moment, someone will walk by and I'm like fighting Satan on the toilet, and I'm like, don't look at me, shut up.
Don't judge
It's a good
me.
game.
That would I got that. I remember when I was a wee boy, I was scared of we'll turn to this subject. So you guys, I don't know about Cammy. Cammy, when did you started gaming like 4 years ago? 5 years ago?
Like
18 years
5.5.
ago?
Like 5.5.
5 and
I
a
would
half.
say.
So did you ever have that problem? I was playing another one of my favorite games of all time, South Park: The Stick of Truth. I adore that game so much.
Yes.
Like-
There's the fight scene you do where you're moving around with the underwear gnomes and your parents are having spoilers for South Park: The Stick of Truth.
This bit is horrendous.
Got him. Yeah, you have like a boss battle while your parents are having sex above you, and you have to like dodge your dad's balls and your mom's tits while you're doing it. It's it's horrifying for sure. But I was playing that like in my basement as like a little 15, 14-year-old, and I was like, if my parents come down, same with The Witcher 3, because there's a bunch of naked people in The Witcher 3. It's
God,
like,
yeah.
my parents come down, I'm gonna get the crap slapped out of me. I don't know what's gonna happen.
The South Park one is intense.
It really
Like,
is.
Fractured but Whole is like one of my favorites, I think, because it's just like elevated from the Stick of Truth. And I was like, I really want to play these on stream, but I feel like it's a little bit too
It's tough.
a little bit too weird.
I remember way back when Mr. PewDiePie, if you remember that name, that small guy, that little dude. I remember he was
Where is he
playing it,
now?
and that episode with like the sex fight scene, I remember got age restricted, and so I fucking scrambled. I was like, I need to watch the rest of the series. I need to watch the rest of the series because I was a little crazy person, and so I like made a
Yep.
fake YouTube account saying I was like 60 years old, and I was able
Oh,
to watch
God.
it. I was like, this was definitely worth it. Very proud of myself
literally-
that day.
Whenever I do any new Let's Play on Twitch, I'm like, I watched PewDiePie play this a long time ago, so I don't really remember it. That's literally every game, because I used to just be obsessed with watching every video that he came out with, and I was like, I want to play it, but for some reason I didn't until recently. It works,
Oh,
because I forget the
now.
ending.
Well, there you go. Yeah, that is the way to do it. That's how I am with Bully. I remember watching PewDiePie play Bully.
Mhm.
I haven't touched Bully yet, but I'm probably going to jump into that at some point. I really wish they'd make a second one of that, just so I could
Yeah,
have a
they
fresh
should
one.
do.
That'd be sick.
Do you remember like when I think he played Prop Hunt once, and it was the funniest thing ever. They were like these bushes that made like a every like time they pressed it, and they were just running around absolutely pissing themselves. And I was
Oh,
like, this is amazing.
I don't know if I saw that one. I remember watching Markiplier way back
It's
when
so
play Prop
funny.
Hunt. Dang, that was crazy that like that when it was like Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, and PewDiePie were like exploding. I don't remember how many subs they had at the time. They had to be over 1 million at that point when I was getting into them. I did look. I looked the other night. I was like, or it was just last night at work. I was thinking, what was the last? The first PewDiePie video I ever saw was when he started playing Amnesia, and that was 9
yeah.
years ago. I was 11 when he started doing that. I was a tiny, tiny person.
Makes me
I'm
feel really
really
old.
It does. Probably makes him feel even older. His face
Yeah,
is all
yeah.
square now. He looks like an old man. Do you think PewDiePie will still be going when he's like 60? do you think they'll
Going
retire?
as in still making YouTube or going as in alive?
Jesus.
I just
Yeah,
want to
die on-
clarify.
I
They-
think he meant YouTube.
Okay. No.
You don't
I
think
don't
so?
think
You think
so.
he'll retire? I kind of have I
I
have
think we'll probably just do something different. You
Like
He
a
know?
seems
talk
like the kind
show?
of person
Yeah, or like have his own TV show or just like
chilling.
make
I-
his own game or something.
I heard I did that. He did what's it called? Tuber Simulator?
Tube Simulator, and he's done quite a few little mini ones as well.
Oh, there
Can't
you
think
go.
what they're called though.
You
The
can tell I
Stan.
watch PewDiePie more than PewDiePie.
Yeah, it's interesting. I wonder like what it is behind it, why you go different ways. Because I was more PewDiePie, and then I'd watch a couple of like Jacksepticeye and Markiplier. I was just solely kind of like that.
Oh,
whereas,
we've
like,
got
Cammy.
we're like a perfectly split up group because I was definitely a Markiplier
Nice.
boy when I was a kid. I was
Wow.
all about that Markiplier. That's
That's
how
kind of cool.
crazy enough. I was watching Markiplier. He had these two. I think they were two editors at the time on his channel, Matt and Ryan. Then Matt and
Mhm.
Ryan moved over to Game Grumps, and I started watching Game Grumps, and I had no idea who they were. And then they started their own channel called Super Mega, which is like my favorite channel of all time right now. It's fantastic. I love them so much. So for like all of my childhood, these random people were just like in the background while I was watching these other channels, and then they just like came to the forefront. It was super bizarre, like hearing about that. But Markiplier
full
for sure.
circle.
Okay, they really did. Now all they have to do is die, and then it ends the cycle. We're all good to go.
Excellent.
That's true.
Yeah, he's kind of
That's all they got to do. This is weird talking about
fair
old
enough.
YouTubers. What was did you ever watch one of them like Jacksepticeye, PewDiePie, Markiplier? What did you ever watch a game they played and you just became enamored with it and wanted to play it like right away? And if so, what game was that?
Yeah. I've gotten straight away if Amy doesn't.
I've got one straight away, but I'll let you go first.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
God of War.
Oh,
Yeah, I wasn't super
interesting.
interested because I hadn't played any of the first three, and I didn't really know a lot about it, and I just didn't really care. So it was like, whatever. Like this God of War game's coming out. But then I saw Jack was playing it, and he was super excited about it. So I watched. I think it was just like the first episode or something, and it was the fight with the stranger, and I just saw how excited he was getting, and I was like, I gotta play this now. God damn it, I gotta play this now. 'Cause he was so into it, and he like said it was so amazing, and it felt so good to play as well. I was like, gotta do it now.
That's a good.
So that
That's
was
a
mine.
solid pick for sure.
Oh yeah, Amy.
I think Cammy knows what I'm gonna say because like it's sort of become a meme now.
What I think
I
it
was.
is.
Do you think? Go guess. See if you're right. See if you're right.
Is it Detroit Become Human?
Yeah, it
Uh.
is.
We all
I saw
like Detroit
PewDiePie
Become
play it.
Human here.
Yeah, I have. Where is it?
Yes,
my
yes,
friend
really
bought me.
funny.
My friend bought me this, and I went, "Thank you," and it just lives in my room now.
Just a sad
But no,
little funny.
I watched PewDiePie play it, and I was like, "This is so sick." But at the time, I didn't have a lot of money, so I was like, I couldn't pay for the game, and I was like, I want to play it so badly. So I played the demo, and like, I was obsessed with it, and I watched. I think I might have watched Jack do that one as well, because I was just like watching everyone play it, and then I finally played it on stream, and I was so happy. And now I'm really sad because I want to play it again. So I might like get all the achievements.
I told her she needs to platinum it. So good.
Yeah,
You
yeah, I
gotta
probably
go
will.
for
That's
it.
probably one.
Take a note
I
out
just
of
want to kill
Cammy's book.
Connor.
Literally, as you're saying that, because my I have my backgrounds like rotate. I have a load of different ones, and my Detroit Become Human one just came up like, hello.
Do-do-do-do.
Yeah.
No. I know one of the achievements is that you kill Connor every time, and it's like I'll be back, like a Terminator reference, and like it's sick, but I also feel like it will break my heart. Like the first time I accidentally killed him, I was like, no, what's happening? And I like was like nearly crying. It was funny.
Jacob, have you played it? Have you watched someone play it?
I've watched someone play it, and then my sister was in. I don't know who she watched play. She had to have watched someone play it because she was like enamored by the game. My little sister Rachel. So she got it for Christmas. And I played it a good bit, but I was like, after I watched a good couple of people play it, kind of in the background while I was editing, I was like, I get it. I get it. This, but maybe I'll jump into it.
I was gonna say like if the idea of killing Connor is gonna break your heart, going for the like bad ending,
Yeah.
it will destroy you.
I don't-
Absolutely destroy you. I had
I
to
think-
like have another YouTube video on in the background so I didn't cry.
Oh,
So I wasn't distracted. I was like, just press the buttons and then look away and it'll be fine.
You watch a YouTube video of someone getting the good ending while you get the bad ending just to
I think
distract
after
yourself.
I got the bad ending, I like went back and like even though I didn't need the achievement or anything, I like played the good ending. So in my head, I was like, my save is now pure again.
It's fine.
Fine. Yes.
I think I got the good ending on stream, didn't I? First, that was my
You
first
did.
playthrough, and because Cammy
Yeah,
came
you
in, she's like, "I'm gonna make sure you get the good ending," and I
Okay.
think I messed up one part, and like
did.
I had never seen it, and like a lot of people in my chat were like, "Oh, we've never seen this bit," and I was like, "Well, you're welcome. I meant to mess up on purpose." Do you know what I mean? Like, so you could see the whole thing, but I saved it, but I saved it back.
She saved it. She sorted it. She was
I
fine.
got the end goal, got what I wanted,
the
and I was
ending.
very happy about it.
Well, there you go. Detroit Become
Good time.
Human. Solid game. Mine's similar. One that I saw. It was Until Dawn. I remember I watched Markiplier. I must have been in like 10th grade or something. I watched Markiplier play that. And I didn't have a PlayStation or anything. I had my little Xbox 360. And I was sucked in right away. Blown away by it. I love that game so much. Still have never played it. Mind you.
I was about to say, if you played it,
I've never played it. I'm waiting.
Wow.
One of these days I'm going to jump on it. Maybe they'll do, I want them to do a sequel or something, or someone to do something really similar, because they're doing like the Dark Pictures anthology right now. Those
Yeah.
games suck so bad. They're terrible. They suck. They're awful. I hate them. But it's close to what Until Dawn was, so we'll see if they get that sorted out. But Until Dawn,
it's an amazing
for
game.
sure. And I guess Five Nights at Freddy's, because I talked about Five Nights at Freddy's for like 5 years on YouTube as a little 8th grader.
The lore of it. It's
little
great.
speak.
The deep lore of Five Nights at Freddy's.
I'm watching all the game theory. Like, oh yes, I didn't notice that.
Oh, game theory. Oh, game theory.
I feel like I said the bad word.
Amy, if you haven't been on this if you haven't seen a lot of the episodes of the Tuesday show or all of them, you don't know that Matt Pat is the butt of many of my jokes. I love Matt Pat. Enormous part of my childhood and my high school life, that Matt Pat. But boy, looking back on some of that stuff, is it goofy as hell. It is, and he's still going. It's like I would watch a video from 4 years ago and a video from now. It's like the same shit exactly. It's hilarious. But I love them, man.
I agree with you.
We love you, Matt Pat.
But not...
Hi, Matt Pat. We heard you're only 5'3", so you know.
He's a tiny boy.
I know he's short.
I feel like the little diss there was quite nice.
It's not a diss. Some people are short, you know. Some people are tall, or some people are medium, and some people are like little, tiny people.
How tall are you?
Me, I'm like 5'8", so I can't say much. I'm guessing what I'm gonna look up Matt Pat height, and it's probably gonna be he's 5'11". He's taller than me. Why do people say he's short?
He's so little.
Why do people say? Oh my! Well, he does not look 5'11" next to these people. He looks tiny.
Does it say like he's 5'11" because he wears 10-inch heels all the time?
I would stand if he did.
That's strange. I don't want to open up a conspiracy here. I'm the same height as Jacksepticeye. I'll take that. Jacksepticeye's 5'8".
You don't want to up a theory?
But that's just a theory. A height theory.
No.
Oh, this website says he's 5'10".
Oh, 5'10". Oh, he's shrinking.
Someone, my brother Luke saw him, and he was like, he's incredibly short. And I was like, maybe he just thought he was taller. I should clarify that with him. I should ask him about that next week on the Tuesday show.
He saw him from really far away.
Yeah, he's like, he's tiny out there. What's he doing?
Oh, isn't Luke 6 foot?
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure Luke's 5'11".
5'11". I was just thinking maybe he's like just an inch or whatever taller, and he was like so short.
Well, Luke said he could palm him like a basketball, so I'm not sure how tall that makes him. But I like picturing it. I don't know. We love you, Matt Pat. If this is ever taken out of context, we love you, Matt Pat. No hate here. Just light ribbing.
Just love. Yeah.
How tall are you, Cammy? Because we're quite similar sizes, aren't we?
Yeah, I'm 5'7", I think.
Yeah, I'd say I'm probably the same. Everyone says I'm 5'6", but I'm 5'7". I'm sure I'm 5'7". It's just the hair.
You're doing
the ears.
You're doing the Matt Pat thing. You're rounding up. You're doing.
You're rounding up.
Matt Pat rounds up to an even 6 foot from 5'1". He figures he's already over the
5'1".
line. He's not 5'1". I should stop making fun of Matt Pat. So we talked a lot about other YouTubers today. Just kind of funky.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird to think about because our brother Luke, his YouTube generation was like, early YouTube guys. Like, I doubt he ever, but he was into. I remember him showing me annoying orange videos. I remember that.
Classic.
I remember him talking occasionally about either Smosh or Shane Dawson when I was a little boy. I don't remember. I don't know. Yeah,
Going drama territory.
Yeah, it's not. No, we'll keep the drama out of it because we'll put that out of our minds. The fact that we didn't know at the time, it's just a little fun YouTube boy. Yeah. It's all good.
If it helps, I have the makeup on.
Same. Same. Yeah.
I'm not throwing it away. It was very
No.
expensive.
Yeah, same. I bought it.
Oh, you have it?
Yeah, I bought it.
Oh my God.
Now tucked away under the bed, like. I don't want to throw it away, but I also don't want to use it, awkward.
That's how I feel. I like watching old episodes of Fat Albert when I'm bored, because it's really dumb and stupid, but I feel bad, because the guy that made it's a rapist.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Cammy, you don't look at
the energy just went from here to just
That's the whole point. But we're back up now. I don't know. There's something about old 70s cartoons that just really crack me up with how they're animated. So I'll check them out from time to time. jump in on that. But those old YouTube guys, it's kind of funky to be like, oh yeah, like we came up and got inspired by Markiplier, PewDiePie, all these different guys that were big at the time. And you go back a little further, but then it just stops. You go like I was into this generation, and then there's everyone else just like came out and like laid the groundwork for it, and that was kind of that. Their inspiration. That'd be kind of cool to figure that stuff out. Kind of pick those people's brains, like James Rolfe, the good old angry video game nerd. That lovely man. Love to hear a bit more about that lovely fellow.
I feel so nostalgic.
It's a nostalgic-ridden episode. It's all good. Call it the nostalgia episode. I gotta stop doing that.
I grew up on YouTube.
You do.
Like, I used to watch so many YouTubers. Like, I was the classic Dan and Phil, but not like one of those fans. I was just casually, and then like PewDiePie.
I forgot Dan and Phil existed. I completely. That was huge in middle school. When I was in middle school, a lot of the ladies liked Dan and Phil.
I met them at Summer in the City. I went to Summer in the City in London, and like I met Kick the PJ and Crab Sticks and Marcus Butler because he was just there, and I was like, hi, photo. And I was like proper into all of that, like old school. Like I had a t-shirt that said shut up woman, get on my horse, and like magical Trevor crap. But like I just was like obsessed with it, and I was like, I want to do YouTube, and like it was crazy. I still watch YouTube. I just moved up. Now I watch the Sidemen.
You moved up. I graduated.
I graduated, do more adult stuff now, like Stephen tries and stuff, and it's yeah. I'm just laughing because I don't know what else to say.
I don't. All those names, memories are just rushing back. Man, I forgot all those people existed as you were naming them off, and I was just like, memories are just rushing back into my head, of like being in study hall in school. And people be like, you checked out this person? I'm like, no. And then watching being like, oh, it's not for me. Because I watched, when I was in middle school, I watched a lot of like weird stuff. I watched like, Markiplier. And then I watched some, I don't think Game Grumps was even a thing yet. But JonTron, when he was big, he's a little iffy now. But I remember being like super into the animation scene back there. So like Newgrounds was definitely kind of my space to play some games and watch some cartoons. That was good fun. I'm still into those boys. Love them. Great, funny group of people.
There's a lot of animation stuff on YouTube still going now. Like it's really popular.
I'm happy it's kicking up. Well, what's his name? Zach Hadel, Psychic Pebbles. That guy. He got a TV show on Adult Swim.
Oh wow!
Like straight at him and not Michael Cusack. Something Cusack. Oh, now I feel horrible that I forgot his name. It's called Smiling Friends.
Is it John? No.
Oh god, this is gonna make me feel horrible. Who made it? Is it Mike Cusack? Show me.
Did you get it right?
Oh, I feel bad that I watched a lot more Psychic Pebbles stuff than the other guy's stuff.
You need to put a drum roll over this when you edit it.
That doesn't sound anything like a drum, but you know how to do my best. Do 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 do.
Do 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 do.
This is bothering the crap. I can't find him. Is it Matt Cusack?
Did he ever exist? Just made him up.
It was just a dream. It was all a dream.
And it was all a dream.
It is Michael Cusack.
Yay!
All right, I got it right. But yeah, they got a TV show. It's blown up a little bit. A little bit. I don't want to blow things out of proportion. But some very talented, creative people that, like, even maybe 2 years ago. Yeah, hell, even, let's say, yeah, just 2 years ago. Probably would have no chance of getting, like, a network TV show because of how horrible it went in the beginning with stuff like Fred. You guys remember the Fred show?
I recently watched Memulous react to the Fred trilogy, so I've sort of refreshed my Fred knowledge. God. I can't believe it. I mean, they were getting drunk, so it was funny. But oh my god. Interesting.
God, I hate Fred. I don't want to remember that. I hate that was a thing that was popular. I hate that was. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff you can go back to and it's like, oh, really that? But Fred especially just stands out as something horrible. Good God.
Yeah.
But yeah, things are. We there's a huge gap there where they're like, this isn't gonna work to take internet people, oh, YouTube people, and put them on TV. But then it's like, well, you want to choose the right people because, you know, there are some YouTubers that are like, oh, you know, I scream for a living. That's what I do, and people laugh and watch those videos. And there's people like that actually like write stuff or animate stuff and do that sort of thing. And those are the people you go for. That's right.
Yeah.
Congrats, Zach Cato and Michael Cusack. Well done. Very, very happy for you. Woo! Good stuff. This has been nothing but the old YouTubers, some good video games.
Yeah.
I do dig the old YouTubers quite a bit and reminiscent about the times. Reminiscent about Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah.
Those lovely games.
I kind of want to play that now.
You have to. You
Yeah.
gotta do it.
I think it would be a funny
don't.
stream, Cammy. You know,
No, it
it would be,
No, it wouldn't.
especially for
No.
Cammy.
No, it would
When
not.
we got you to play Resident Evil 7, that was the highlight of my year.
It has, yeah. what's the
highlight of
milestone to
mine.
get you to play? What are we trying to get you to play next? Shit, I completely
Resident
forgot.
Evil 8,
RE8. What
Eight.
was the milestone for that?
300 followers.
You're gonna get there.
You heard it here first, folks. 300 followers for Cammy. She's playing in RE8. So jump on that
Yeah.
for sure.
Resident Evil 8, I'm currently playing that on Twitch. And Resident Evil 7 is definitely scarier, but RE8,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
people chase you, and I hate being chased, so half the time I'm just like, and I'm like, don't look back, and then instantly looks back and just,
Even
yeah.
if I know it's not as scary, I'll still be scared. Scared of everything. So
How do you think I feel? For some reason, I just play horror games. I don't know how I'm
how
surviving.
do you enjoy them deep down?
I enjoy them afterwards because it's quite funny.
Weirdo.
Like, I was
don't.
playing Resident Evil 8 and I had my window open to let some air in, and every 5 minutes I was just screaming. And then the next day, my neighbor was like, "Are you okay? We were outside." And it just sounded like I was like, "Yeah, I'm
You're
fine.
right.
Look at this TikTok. Here's a compilation." They're like, "Oh, okay, I see." What
Oh
it is."
my god, that's great.
Like you set your sound alerts to scare you.
Oh yeah.
You can't tell me that you don't enjoy it because you make it worse for yourself. And then there's me that's like, do it anymore.
Didn't Luke come to? Didn't you all come to like? I was playing RE8, and I think you guys came in and like it was one bit, and I was fighting something, and like Luke subscribed. I was like, thank you so much.
Oh,
I didn't know
yeah.
what was going on?
That was the
Like,
same
was
stream I
massive.
asked you to eat a whole loaf of bread for $30.
I mean, I literally would have done it. Like,
Would you have eaten a
I
whole
love
loaf of bread?
so much.
Oh
I
god.
love bread.
The
I
idea
recently
of
referred to the crust of the bread being
Oh,
the
yeah, you
skin of the
did.
bread.
the skin of the
I was like,
bread.
you know when the skin's really nice and crunchy, and my friend, it was your boyfriend, Cammy's boyfriend, was like, "What are you on about?" It's like, you know, like the
Yes.
skin of the bread.
Oh,
And then we
God.
argued about it for like 10 minutes. I was like, you know, I'm right. Like, it just
Bread skin. You are right, but that's a horrible way to put it.
bread skin.
Oh, it makes me feel like
I'm so sorry.
Oh
Bread
god, that
skin.
does suck. Imagine if bread
That's-
skin had the texture of apple skin. Would you still like it? Or not that like
No.
the still like
I'd
snapping.
peel it and then eat it.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, cut the crust off.
peel a loaf of bread.
Peel a.
Casually.
Yeah, you better peel that loaf of bread. I don't like eating it with that skin on.
Oh,
A good healthy
just so
hobby
good,
eating
man.
bread.
bread.
I'm gonna start a company where I bake gamer bread. I put like
Ooh.
I'll put like I'll do
Oh,
what every
best.
like gaming supplement thing does, where they're like, we put caffeine in it.
Mm.
Enjoy, and that's it. It's just a bunch of caffeine. It's caffeine and then
Gives you
sometimes
energy.
sugar.
No,
Yeah,
but it has to be like bright green or bright red or something as well.
yeah. It has to come out
24-hour bread.
Yeah.
24-hour bread.
Oh,
That'd be fantastic. Uh-oh. Is there an earthquake in the UK?
no, there's a kitten.
I'm fine currently.
All right.
There's a moo moo.
All right, all right.
my camera's-
Moo has
There
joined
we
the
go.
party.
Moo moo.
Welcome, Moo.
Yeah,
We love you, Moo. Do it,
That
Moo.
was a beautiful song.
Why isn't Moo coming? What's she doing, Moo?
It's just, you know how cats like rub their faces on things.
Yeah, my cat likes to
Try it.
do that on my face. Try to put her face
Oh.
in my mouth. There you
Kitty.
go, Moo.
There's the blue. Ow!
She's so
Ow.
fluffy. Oh no.
She's
Oh.
fighting back. She's fighting back.
You're flooring me. How you doing?
I want a cat.
Get a cat. My brother
Yeah.
moved in with me, and he brought 2 along with him, and they're lovely, lovely little
Best.
creatures. They love
It's weird.
shoes and jumping.
It's like I'm called amsleycat, but I'm more of a dog person. It just doesn't have the same ring. I think it's because I'm into anime cat girls.
Well, there you
That's
go.
That's a mood.
Just outing myself.
That's
Yeah.
hey, it's branding. Sometimes you just gotta go with the brand. It's the way it's
Dish.
done. Get the cat ears. What an odd thing. So cats became like the thing, but they don't really brand headsets after any other animals. Like, would you grab a dolphin
Yeah.
headset?
Just like a fin.
Yeah, like a little dorsal fin on top. That would look
Yeah.
gross as shit. It would be like floppy and wet. God. They'd have to
I
make
mean,
it
I'd
like
probably get
hyper
it
realistic.
knackered.
Accurate
different.
one.
You can just do that and it like moves around.
Be like that guy. Have you guys seen that picture of the guy, like the dolphin furry? Where it's
No.
like the dolphin face. Let me see if I can find that real quick and share it with y'all.
I think that should be the thumbnail. Just out
Oh
of
yeah, put the
context.
dolphin furry person.
You're really like digging your claws into me quite a lot, and it's quite painful.
She's so cute. She blends in with your shirt. But I can
Isn't
just
she?
see like an ear every now and then.
Give me an ear. Can I adjust so you're like facing the camera and not hurting me?
Oh, I found one for sale.
Oh my gosh. Oh, nice.
Wait, you found a dolphin for sale?
No. A
like
mask.
what?
Here we
Oh.
go.
Oh,
See if
no.
I can't share this with the crew.
She just gave you a kiss on the cheek.
Oh,
It
God.
into my face. It's not quite the same.
It was a
but-
kiss. It was a kiss.
Do you
Show
have
and
any
folder.
opinions?
What opinions do you have, dear cat? Oh, whoops! I screwed this up. Upload. Whoops. There it
I don't know what's
is.
happening.
Look in general. You'll be able to see it there. I just kind of
Oh
screwed things
my
up.
God.
That thing.
I'm gonna
That
look.
is going to give me nightmares for the rest of the
No,
Gabby,
it's
don't
not
look.
scary.
It's scarier than Resident Evil 7.
Ah!
Oh,
Oh, I hate it.
it's
It makes me feel-
disgusting.
Have you guys seen a film
know what
called
you-
Tusk?
Oh, I know you were gonna bring that up.
Oh yeah, Kim was telling me about Tusk. I think, weren't you? Yeah, I thought someone was telling me about Tusk. I forget. I thought it was on this show.
Have you seen
No,
it?
no, I haven't seen it. It's a horror. Of course, I haven't seen it. But after you mentioned it,
It's-
I googled it, and
Yeah,
then
don't do
was
that.
scarred for life. And I saw the walrus thing, and it was.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's like I watched someone do a commentary on it because like you know in the deep dark web like it's 3 a.m. I'm looking through videos and it's like movie review of Tusk and everyone's like oh this is gross. I was like oh I gotta see what it is. I basically have watched the whole movie from someone's analyzing it and it makes me feel very uncomfortable and that photo looks a bit like the end product.
It's gross.
It's more of a
Like-
comedy horror though like it's quite comical.
That thing, like
I'm
the
wait-
gross testicle-looking thing with the teeth.
Yep.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
kind of goofy looking.
Yeah, but the story behind it is dark.
What
Yeah.
makes it? Actually, no spoilers for Tusk. We'll
Yeah.
watch it and we'll come
I'll
back.
tell you afterwards.
No, we will not watch it.
We'll watch
You
it.
can watch
If
it.
this video gets 1,000
No.
likes, if this video gets 1,000 likes, we'll do it that way. We gotta set
Group.
those milestones.
Cammy's like, why am I here? I'm gonna text from you later, be like, hey mate, I'm very angry that you got on the show because now I have to watch Tusk.
Hey,
We're gonna
mate.
watch Tusk. And get
Why did
Cammy
you do that?
300 Twitch followers, and we'll
Do it.
get that all sorted out.
It brings me
No.
nothing but joy, please.
No. I hate being scared. I hate it so much.
It's so like I'm just watching her like clip and I'm like I'm gonna make a compilation soon so
What,
we'll put on TikTok and get you like more followers.
Every time I like jump and scream at a game. Happens
Yeah.
all the
You
time.
got scared in Days Gone of a dog.
Yeah,
It
she
just
did.
jumped out at me.
Yeah, I
can't
know,
help
but
it.
still, it was super funny.
She got scared today as well. It was hilarious.
Oh, there you go. Oh, yeah,
Recent
that is
clips.
wacky. I was thinking, like, it's only noon, but no, for you guys, it's what, like 8 o'clock or something?
Mhm.
Really, yeah.
Oh, God.
crazy.
Well, there you
Crazy,
go.
crazy.
Perks of living on the earth, everybody.
Ooh.
Sometimes time's a little different.
It's mad when you think about it too much.
I don't want
Yeah,
to
that's
think
the
about
brain.
it.
Spins me
No.
out.
Not a fan.
I brought the energy down again. Let's go back
Now
up.
the energy's down. Well, we're at about the 45-minute mark. I think we've about hit. I think we've hit the ceiling, everybody. I think it's about time to call the Tuesday show to a close. But good God, was this a fun episode? My goodness. this was a super fun one. Miss Amy, why don't you plug your Twitch and whatnot? Tell people where they can find you and see your content.
Jacob will put it all over the screen.
Here it is.
I'm on Twitch, amsleycat. I pretty much stream every day, bar Wednesday, because I have no life. So grinding them hours, and I put stuff on YouTube, but they're in editing process right now. So stay tuned.
Well, there you go.
Promo over.
The promo has ended. If one person says to watch one more thing or check out one more YouTuber, you're off the show. You're done. I'm looking at you, Cammy. You love Cammy.
Oh.
Ooh, Cammy.
Ooh.
That was so confusing when she put like loads of oohs in my chat from what you said to do it.
Oh yeah, I
was like,
said 8 O's.
This is so out of context for Cammy. Like, what?
Yeah, normally I don't do out of context things. But I was
chances are, if it's nonsense, it probably came from me. Most of the time.
I love it when you come in and just say random stuff. It brightens my day.
There you go. So that's what you all need to do in Amy's Twitch chat now. Is just try to confuse her enough until the next jump scare, so it really gets her.
I'll tell you something very quickly and I'll try to keep it as clean as possible. On Monday stream, we do community days, so, like everyone plays Gartic Phone and stuff. And one of my friends that always joins, they convinced me that Microsoft was named after the guy because he has a small penis that can't get erect, and I believed it. I was like, oh, that's a really interesting thing to call your company after, and they were like, Amy, it's not real. And I was like, oh, yeah.
But it does make sense. That's one of those things, it's like, it's not real, but it makes sense, so should you really feel bad? Bill Gates probably has a tiny penis. His penis is probably like tiny. It had like.
But I believed it.
Yeah, so you might be right.
Introducing the two of you was a massive mistake.
Yeah.
It's called having faith. You have to have faith that Bill Gates has a tiny penis, and then he named his company after it. He was like, they all made fun of me. Now I'm going to make a company after it. And he did it.
I thought he was confident that he had a tiny
penis.
And it was soft on the top.
Yeah, there you go.
Made a mistake.
No, it's all good. We're having a great time. We'll have to have you on again, Ms. Amy. This was tremendous
I very much
fun.
enjoyed it.
Great stuff. Check out amsleycat on Twitch, everybody, and YouTube for those highlights. We'll see you all next time for another episode of the Tuesday Show. Next week's guest is it's just going to be Luke. So we'll see you later. Bye-bye, everybody. Woo!